Good afternoon, Nancy.
Customer.
So I know that we always do braids, but I was wondering, can we try like a different style? Here, this one.
Okay, this one. I can make this one.
If you ever step into an African salon with African braiders, real African braiders, where their aunties look at you like this, and you show them a hairstyle that is trending and they're well over 35, maybe even 40, be prepared for whatever hairstyle they're gonna give you and love it. I obviously know this is a skit, but y'all just wait for the hairstyle because this is how it actually turns out when you go to them, because I don't know what you were thinking when common sense was raining outside. You must have been holding an umbrella.
Done the style before, right?
Yes, now. My last customer, was it not the same style I made for her? I was even the one that started this style, but they now copied from me. But anyway, sit down. I'll do it for you. Customer. Look at it. Wow. So you turn around, so they can see everything. And the thing fits you well. Original Beyonce. International Slay Mama.
And don't get me started on the celebrity name calling. Once they hype up their work and start calling you Beyonce or any other celebrity, just know they got you messed up. Now you guys already know what time it is. I actually am gonna start making these videos at least once a month because I genuinely enjoy them. Okay, I'm not laughing at y'all's pain, all right? It's just entertaining at this point because we've already spoken about being professional, spotting hairstylists that aren't professional, the business aspect and it being a hobby. There's videos about blah, 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 blah. You guys already know. Let's just get into the story times without wasting any time. And if you guys have not seen the other braiding videos that I've made, just go to Exposing Series. I believe I'll have it at the end screen. If you don't understand it, just catch up on it. Let's get started.
I had to pull over because I just had a panic attack because baby, my hairdresser calls me that she's gonna be a little late. That's not even what the story's about. I just don't understand how okay. She said...
Now, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna hear it because I voice isolated this video. However, she did turn on the AC. If that isn't stress, I don't know what is.
She said, do you know your name is written on your lace? I said, what are you talking about? I let my sister drop the hair off to this girl last week. I told my sister, y'all, I'm so late. I told my sister to write my name, my number on a paper and put it in the bag. Do y'all know where she wrote it at? Do y'all know where she wrote it at? There's no way you wrote with a Sharpie on my lace. There's no way. There's no, like, that can't be what, no. In what right mind will you decide to take a Sharpie and write on the lace that is supposed to go and imitate my scalp? Why would you take a shot like this? Bro, oh my God.
I just have a question, and if you guys chew me up in the comments section because it relates to you, I don't care. Was your sister a last-born? Because that is last-born behavior. I mean, you could kind of sort of rock it and just act like it's a tattoo. She probably wrote right where you... No. Obviously, she's defeated, which means it's the worst case scenario, but... she could have at least wrote it where you cut the lace off just a little bit. But when she said a Sharpie, I know they have tiny Sharpies, but being a last-born, let's just assume she probably used that big tip freaking Sharpie. There's no way it could be an older sister. There's just no way. Unless the older sister doesn't understand hair, there's just no way. And it'd be your own siblings that are your enemies. And when I say enemies, I'm not meaning hater. I'm meaning bullying. Your siblings are slick. Oh, man.
Went to the 24-hour, $200 any size, any length braiding shop. Experience wasn't like everybody else I'm saying on TikTok, so I thought I'd share my story. Scheduled my appointment a month ago because I was not playing with y'all at 9 a.m. Already booked. I paid my deposit, so I'm thinking about to get seated real quick. That didn't happen. First mistake was booking on a Saturday. Up there and I see 2 other girls waiting. We end up keying and I find out they also have a 9 o'clock appointment. Mind you, I look around and the whole building's already packed. Only reason why I got seated next was because the shop ran out of 1B. And I got to sit there pretty because, I wanted blonde. My second mistake is requesting a blend of 3 different colors. Before my appointment, I wanted to schedule and make sure that they understood what I was saying. Because after the appointment, I'm like, I want the blonde blend. And then they was looking at me confused. I was like, she ended up getting me the colors I wanted, and I sat there and I was like mixing it for her. I ended up mixing all the hair, which is fine because it looks kind of choppy, like the colors aren't blended fully because I was rushing to get started. And my hair braided. I thought we were making good time. I go to the bathroom and I'm checking out my hair. I'm like, oh, she's doing her big one.
That area is crowded as well as it is small. I can't breathe just looking through it. And the fact that we have to leave some room for disappointment when it comes to getting hair done. Actually, when you go to the right spot, you don't have to. But like a place like this, if you saw yesterday's video, you'll know about the wiggle room. But it's unfortunate that you have to leave some wiggle room for disappointment, especially if you're paying with your hard-earned money. Now, a lot of y'all may say, well, it's $200. That's like cheap. Excuse me. It's still your money. And I don't think you want to be going to a place where you won't get the service that you were expecting. And then mixing your own hair, knowing that you're not a professional and you can't mix it how you're supposed to, and or you could, and you just weren't given enough time to do so, even though it is the braider hairstylist responsibility. For everybody in the comment section saying it's a hairstylist or it's a braider, I don't care. I don't care. They're not doing their job. Okay? I've already defined the hairstylists, hair braiders, and other videos. I don't care for this one.
It says 4 hours long. Why was I still seated in that chair at 4:45? They're pushing around 8 hours. So my phone started dying. So all I could do was pay attention to my surroundings, witness not 1, but 3 different fights. The staff were even getting into it. Everybody in that building was on top of each other, so we had no choice but to become friends because we were already up in each other's personal space. I may as well ask you for your name, you know what I'm saying? Think about us going into these African hair braiding stores. Let's reconsider.
The red flags were there. As soon as your taxi, I'm gonna assume taxi because you're in New York. As soon as the taxi dropped you off and you saw the type of place it was, you should have known what to expect, girl. Let's not act brand new, all right? Let's keep going.
Do yourself a favor and you see this braiding shop on Caton Avenue in Flatbush, don't you ever yourself and go there.
If you've watched enough of my videos, then you know that I'm excited that she put the name out there because there's a lot of people who don't call out these hairstylists, hair braiders, and then other people go there and have the same experience. If we all just shout them out just a little bit, yeah, it'll help everybody else not to fall for the trap. Granted, some people have good experiences with some other people's bad reviews, but still, give me the option to say yes or no.
When I tell you they played in my face today, they played in my face. When I tell you the how livid I am, like I don't even know if I could formulate this story properly, how tight I am. Okay? I get up 7 a.m. I stayed in my grandmother's house in Canarsie just to get here on time. We got up 7 a.m., drove my car, paid the meter, got inside at 8:57. I get there, people are like, I want Senegal braids. Not braids, I mean Senegal twists. So now they like, oh, we got to wait for somebody who could come because I have a short haircut. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's now they telling people, oh, she want knotless braids. I do not want knotless braids. Stop lying. First of all, they pissed me off with that. They're like, oh, she want knotless braids. Why would I want knotless braids? I don't got no damn hair. Stop playing with me. I told you I want Senegal twists. So now 9:30 roll.
Based on the comment section under this video, let me just go ahead and tell y'all exactly what she means. Senegal twist, not cynical, Senegalese twist. They're actually really pretty. It's them right here. The comment section was wild. People were like, what's cynical twist? Like, come on, y'all. Senegalese. Okay, that was done. Okay, I understand.
9:45 rolls around. Somebody eventually takes me. She gets started on my hair. Fine. She's doing the twist. I want to say she did about 12, 13 twists. A lady walks in the door and say, oh, I'm here for my appointment at 9:30. And the lady's like, oh, it was 9:30 and it's now 10 something. So I started a new person or whatever. And she's like, oh, no, I told them I was running late. And she's like, oh, they ain't tell me. Mind you, I'm in the chair minding my business because this has nothing to do with me. I'm sitting here listening and watching my show on Hulu, minding my business. She's twisting my hair. She gonna touch my arm and like, oh, my customer's here. What is that supposed to mean to me? Unless you have somebody somewhere else to place me, that has nothing to do with me. Because if you knew you had a customer, there's no reason you should have took me. You should have contacted your customer to see if she was running late before starting me. I've been here since 8:57. Please stop playing with me, miss. Please, for starters. So I say, you know what? Take it out. Take it out. I don't care. She's like, oh, you gotta wait. No, I don't have to wait. You're gonna take this out right now. She takes it out or whatever. I'm tight. I already called my backup hairdresser because I'm like, even though I wanted to get my hair, twisted, I'm just going to end up getting a short haircut. So I already was tight, but the next part is what really dragged it. This other lady inside runs after me. Like, the owner of the shop is like, we have another shop downstairs. We have another shop downstairs. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I was still tight, but I'm like, I really want my hair twisted, braided. Go downstairs now, and everybody don't know nobody knows what's going on. They saying, oh, Fanta said to take her. It's 2 people and 1 person had already, and other girls is doing other stuff. So now they sit me in this chair like they're going to take me right now. So the girl ends up complaining, and I'm not mad at the girl, because if y'all set up an agreement where 2 people is going to be doing her hair so that she gets out early, that's a discussion that y'all set up with her. That has nothing to do with me. Why would you chase me down, run me down, make it seem like you're going to get my hair done right now, just for the lady to sit me down, act like she's about to start my hair, and then proceeds to go back to do the other lady's hair? Everybody in the shop is livid. Like, y'all just brought this lady downstairs and didn't tell us. The communication was so poor. Fanta, I blame the fact that why would you call that lady and tell her to tell me to go downstairs, and you didn't communicate that with your staff? When I tell you the level of unprofessionalism, and it's so crazy because I believe they do good work in there because I've been there before. But the fact that y'all were playing my face like this today, y'all will never get $1 from me. Y'all will never see my face again. When I tell you it took everything in me to not go absolutely ballistic, I grabbed my things and I proceeded to leave. I called my backup hairdresser, and I'm like, that's it.
I knew immediately after she gave them a second chance, after having them take down the hair, that she must have been a repeat customer. It really sucks, especially now you have to have a backup braider. And my thing is, if your backup braider is reliable, then just start making her your main and then have a backup for her, I guess. I don't want to sound insensitive to these situations, but I am so glad I am able to do my own hair. It saves me such a headache. I'm not sure if I told you guys, but when I stepped foot on American soil and realized how much braids were gonna cost me, yeah, I started putting myself to work. Now, I had already known how to braid. I just didn't know how to perfect my braiding. But you best believe I started learning how to perfect my braiding skills as soon as I heard the prices over here, as well as the time that it takes on professionalism, everything. And it's so sad because a lot of South Africans, or Africans, mainly South Africans, because that's the people that I know, they come here and end up shaving their head or cutting their head short, rocking an afro, not for reasons you may think. Most of the time it is because of the braiding experiences here. They're toxic. I wouldn't mind paying the price right now, but the experience that comes with some of these, and these are obviously people that are most likely not licensed, but even the ones that are licensed, there's still some type of drama, or you're not satisfied with the work, whatever the case is. Regardless, I'm just grateful to God for blessing me with the talent to braid my own hair when needed. Now, I haven't done it in a long time, but I know how to do it, and I am grateful for that. Now, I will never do a stranger's hair. All right. I don't care how much money you're trying to pay me, because it is not my passion. It is not even my hobby. I just do it because I just feel like rocking braids for that month or that week, whatever the case is. And that's the beauty of doing your own hair too. Because I can do a hairstyle now. Next week, I'm a totally different person. The next week, I'm a total different person. Okay, now it just sounds like I'm flexing on y'all. But honestly, learn how to do your own hair. It will save you a headache. It will save your pockets, save your mental peace, your sanity. It will just save your overall well-being, because it gets rough out there, especially once you find the perfect braider and then they move. You are committed to this person for X amount of months to years, and then they leave and you have to start from not. You know what? Side note, you know what grinds my gears? You're on TikTok and this is also so freaking random, but you're scrolling and there's a video that says, oh my goodness, it's, for example, it's a guy zooming into a girl, like, help me find her. Or a girl zooming into a guy, like, help me find him. He's so cute. You were there. Help you find who? The person that was like 6 feet away from you? You were there. Now well, the people that are nosy, I mean, I'm nosy too, but the people that are nosy and will do the work have to try find this person and hope he or she is on TikTok, he or she isn't married, all this other stuff when you could have just asked them. I needed to get that off my chest because I am tired of y'all coming on social media when the 2 P's were right in front of your face. Either the problem, which is your hair being messed up, or the paradise, a relationship that was probably pending. You done did prayed for a husband or a wife. God sets you up in the place that you're supposed to meet them at, and then you go on your phone. Can you guys help me find him? Can you guys help me find her? You were there. You were there. And I know you guys are watching this and you're probably like, you're an extrovert, you can't understand what we're going through. Trust and believe. Be outside, B is me, by the way, is not an extrovert. And also be outside knows if be outside see, why am I talking in third person? If I see something that I need to address, the last thing I am thinking about is recording myself. You know what? Okay, I've talked too much. Let's keep going.
It hurts so bad. Mom, first of all, I took it out the fucking... I parted my edges out, you brush it back in. This way and shit. These tiny ass braids, this is my edges.
No comment. You guys already know how I feel about them baby hairs, edges, grown baby hairs, grown hairs. That video actually reminded me of something. I hope I find the video and I'll put it right here. Auntie, why must you struggle? Why must you struggle in life? Huh? You already have enemies coming for you. Why are you coming for yourself? This hairstyle? Now I know I talked about edges. Just leave them be. Leave them laying there naturally. You don't have to swoop them, or if you want to swoop them, okay? But why must you struggle on earth? Why must you struggle? Can y'all see how much pain she's in? And I've always heard African aunties say you need to struggle for beauty. I don't want, if that is struggling for beauty, I don't want no parts. Literally, because there's no parts. And I want you guys to hear the noises she's making. This should not be something you're going through for hair. Why would you put up your hand and volunteer yourself to suffer?
Okay, so people be wanting to know why the African braiders charge so little and they work a lot faster versus like single individual braiders like myself. I'm about to tell y'all because I just went to an African shop. Number one, they don't tuck hair. They don't like I literally just got this done. They finished maybe an hour ago. Y'all see my hair sticking out? They don't tuck hair. Number two, they do over the head, ear to ear parting, not temple to temple, because where's the bricklayer? Like, where's the bricklayer? Where's the bricklayer? Because that should not be there. Number three, they don't braid all the way down to the ends. Number four, how the hell is this braid in the front of my head this long and the braid back here in my nape area this long? Do you see how much hair is left over with this braid? There's no way they're the same length. So they don't braid the same length because there was a shorty in the back of my head and then it was a different shorty in the front of my head. Number five, they don't make sure the part is straight and crispy like I do. And I'm a stickler for my parts, but they will just part that comb through your hair and start braiding. They don't try to fix it. They don't try to straighten it to where it's supposed to be straight, okay? Number six, now y'all know I was completely bald in January and I got about 4 inches of hair on my hair right now. They don't take the time to properly detangle your ends, and I can blow dry, but you know the ends get a little nappy, but they don't take the proper time to detangle it. They yanking that, so that's how they get done faster too. At the end of the day, I'm not tripping too much because I paid it was $240, and then with the hair it was $260, and I tipped $20, so $280, and these are well past my butt, like mid-thigh, damn near knee length. I knew what I was getting myself into when I went there, but I liked the price, so I was like, hey,
So I'm not really tripping, but would I go again? Probably. Mainly because me personally, I really don't care too much. Like my hair doesn't have to be perfect. I really don't care. And that's probably why other people go to the Africans too. But I know there are some people out here that's like, they need their hair perfect. And so that's why they come to me or they go to other individual hairstylists. The only thing that's probably gonna irritate me is my fucking hair sticking out. Because if my hair was down here, okay, cool, it might not bother me. But this here at the top of my head, it's gonna bother me once it's not fresh anymore because it's already fucking bothering me.
I have a series of questions if you don't mind me asking. Was this all for you just to promo yourself? Did you really go to an African shop just so you can come back, complain, and then offer your services that you wouldn't go to somebody else that's as professional and prices their braids as much as you to do your hair, but you would go the cheaper route? All for you to come back and say that you would go again and again, but you still complain? Let's check out your site. Now, we could sit here all day and nit and pick at each hairstyle. For the most part, your hairstyles are great and you specialize mostly with men is what I'm seeing. $40 non-refundable deposit. Hair is included in the price. Cool. $50 to $75 if you travel to the person, I'm assuming, and then $50 squeeze in fee. And now for your website. Your website is illegible, so I'm going to be using my phone, all right? Just because I can't read it from this distance. I can't even read it close up. Hopefully I can read it from my phone. Deposits, a $40 non-refundable deposit needs to be sent through Cash App to secure your slot. And then she has her Cash App over there. There is a travel fee for all offsite locations, $50 for up to 30 minutes away, $75 for 31 to 1 hour minutes away. That's kind of petty, the 31 minutes, but okay. I accept remaining balances through Cash App at blah, 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 Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, debit card, using my Square card reader, no cash. You know what? I will give you that. When you said no cash, if you know from my other videos. I love you for that one. In order to transfer your deposit, you need to reschedule before the 24-hour mark. Only one reschedule is allowed per deposit. I clean all equipment and tools after clients. I would hope. If you are coughing, sneezing, overall sick, please reschedule your appointment in a timely manner. Fair. Late fee. Clients will be given a 5-minute grace period. It's funny because of the other ones we've seen, they're 10 minutes. She said 5 minutes. After 5 minutes have passed, the late fee is $15. After 15 minutes, it's $25. The appointment is forfeited after 30 minutes. That's honestly fair. Punctuality is key. It's just funny that it's 5 here. You must cancel 24 hours prior to your appointment. Same day cancellation and reschedule results in a $50 fee to book a different slot, not included in your total. And then things you need to know. She's based in Houston. If the $40 deposit isn't sent within 30 minutes of your booking, your deposit will be canceled. If you see me on social media, I'm not ignoring you. I respond to messages during business hours. You need to have 4 inches of hair or longer.
Y'all know I was completely bald in January and I got about 4 inches of hair on my hair right now.
You must come with your hair washed, free of all products, and blow dried. I had hope after your freaking late fee and cancellation and no cash, but coming with your hair washed and blow dried is still, to me, just cringe. Hair is included in the price, excluding styles that require bundles. You may bring your own hair the day before, but the price will not change. I will ask for the estimated hair funds to be sent the weekend before your appointment, and it will be deducted from your overall total. Once the hair funds have been sent, you can't get a refund, but you can come and pick up the hair. You have to cancel your appointment. Oh my days. Y'all, I am so sorry. The font, it's cute from a distance, but from someone with experience with websites, it's illegible, and the cuteness does not mean anything when you can't read what's being said. Once the hair funds have been sent to you, you can't get a refund, but you can come back and pick up the hair, blah, blah, blah. Any appointment scheduled after 8 p.m. for the following day is an additional $35. Same day appointments are an additional $50. There is a $50 fee for a Saturday evening appointment after 2 p.m. Aren't you available? Okay, so you stopped Saturday, but you're able to book people in still? All right. There is a $100 fee for a Sunday appointment. She's closed Sundays, but she's willing to do it if you give her a couple of bucks. Extra guests are not permitted at my suite. Children, unless being serviced, are not permitted at my suite. I don't blame you. No changes can be made less than 48 hours of your appointment or if the hair has been purchased. Fair. And then she has her tags, and then she has pictures of how to come with your hair washed and blow dried. For your instructions, I will give you a 7 out of 10. For your website in general, I will give you a negative 10 out of 10 just because it's illegible. It is cute, but it doesn't matter, okay? Let's move on.
Why is it taking 20 hours for hairstylists to do braids? Like, what's going on? Like, genuinely, what is going on? Me and my fellow homegirl, we do hair real bad, okay? And I was just having a conversation with her briefly, like, why is people taking so long? Like, we was literally talking about this, like, well, for somebody to say it take X amount of time to do some braids, that's extreme. Like, why is it taking you 17 hours to do box braids, to do boho braids, to do locks? Me and her can bust down some braids in 5 hours, okay? 6 hours if it's like medium, 7 hours if it's small, okay? And we talking about the real small. Like, why is it taking people a whole lot of time to do some braids? And then y'all are making the clients like really, really irritated, you know? Because it's just like, they could go to the Africans, you know, but they come into us. I don't understand why some hairstylists is taking so long to do braids. And I'm hearing all these horror stories on TikTok about these clients because they are upset because you are not fulfilling what you need to fulfill. And you doing other things. Like, it's okay to take a break because I ain't gonna lie, I take a little break when I do my braids, but I still get them done quick because I know I can't have my clients sitting here for 20 hours, sitting here for 8 hours. Like, 8-hour braids used to be 2016. That was the as long as it took for the braids in 2016. Why is it taking 8 hours to do knotless braids? And maybe me and my homegirl braid fast. I don't know, because everybody do say we braid fast. But why is it taking y'all so long? And to do traditional box braids, that should be done in 4 hours, maybe 5. But I don't understand it. And there's so many people on TikTok getting upset at hairstylists because people are not fulfilling what they need to fulfill. And I feel like you need to communicate, which I have been hearing some hairstylists have been communicating with their clients, letting them know, hey, it takes me a little longer to do braids, which is okay. Clients will be okay when you communicate properly, okay? But for people to be lying and saying they can get them done in 2 hours and then it's taking 20, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
If it's gonna take you 8+ hours to do traditional box braids, miss me with that. 20 hours is crazy work. And for everybody that sits there and deals with 20 hours, listen, 1-800-CALL-B. Y'all remember that hotline? It's not a hotline, y'all. But some of y'all just lack confrontational skills, if that's even a skill it is a skill to have, because not a lot of people have it. It's just sad. And it doesn't take 20 hours to do the hair. It takes 20 hours to deal with an unprofessional hairstylist. I don't even want to call them a hair braider or hair unprofessional hobbyist. It's a hobby for them or whatever it is, because they either leave you there, go somewhere to fetch something, go over there to talk to so-and-so, do this, do that, leave you in the chair for hours, and you're okay with that? If you don't get up and leave?
Hairstylist, what is the craziest thing that has ever happened to you in your salon? I'll go first. So today, I had to wash this $20 bill. And I'm sure you're like, where is this story going? Buckle up. So I serviced the client. Had not a problem servicing her. Perfect regular service, regular day. Go to ring her out and she says, I'm gonna pay on my Apple Pay, but I have your tip in cash. And I'm like, perfect. Who turns down a cash tip? Fine by me. So she puts in her credit card. She does whatever there. She goes and picks up her wallet and she was like, yeah, so here's your tip. And that $20 bill that I just showed you was folded not once, not twice, but 3 times. And as she continues to unfold, we're both standing right there. I'm just waiting on her to put it in my hand. Y'all, tell me why a whole bunch of fail out of this $20 bill. And she looked at me and I looked at her and we both looked at the floor. And I had a client that was in the bathroom. So I'm trying to hurry up and sweep it. But I don't want this client uncomfortable. And she's already going into, I got this $20 out of my boyfriend's wallet. And I just busted out laughing. And I said, girl, your extracurriculars is none of my business. No judgment. Live your best life, but let me get you something before my client come out. But I was laughing so hard that she started to laugh. And when my client came out of the bathroom, she's like, oh my gosh, y'all are having a grand time out here, aren't you? And I'm laughing so hard that my stomach is hurting and my client is doubled over on the couch. And my other client is looking like, well, what's so funny? And I just look at the other client like, I don't know. All right, girl, I'll see you later. I have never in my life had anything like that happen. Never in my life. I know people be out there enjoying, their substances, but to have it literally fall out of a $20 bill. I mean, I still took the $20 bill, but I washed it first. I'm not going to turn down why would I turn down the tip? But you tried to give me an extra tip and you didn't know it? I appreciate the gratitude, but yeah, wild.
If you participate in those extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean, is laughing part of it? Because that's probably why she was laughing. But also in everything, just be glad it wasn't fentanyl.